while it's filming.
Oh, sorry.
I'll hand it to someone. Give it to Sam.
Sorry, dude.
You guys have a question?
Yeah, just sort of know what's your reaction to coming here today and what's your statement from the secretary?
Well, I mean, I'm here under duress. I'm forced to be here. You know, our freedoms are at stake here. The media is assuming that that I'm a sick man. I'm perfectly healthy. I was in jail. All my vitals were checked. They said you're spot on, not a single problem. But then I'm assumed to be a potential killer of everybody. So we got to look at the act. Is the act moral? Like, is following the act moral? Like, who's going to determine whether men and women's freedoms, you know, that they're owners of men and women? And that's what it comes down to.
But I mean, we do have, you know, cases rising in British Columbia. We have people dying. I just, you know, they're trying to...
Well, there's 265 deaths in 8 months and 1,200 drug overdoses and how many hundreds of suicides in that time? So we're being scared with case-demic. This past pandemic has turned into a case-demic. I know healthy people that are testing positive, and the media and Bonnie Henry and the media or the government is reporting cases are up, cases are up. I've met a few people that are, I took a test and I'm positive and I'm perfectly healthy. It's all fear porn. That's all you guys are doing. We're being scared into submission through fear. There's nothing going on. We're all here. Nobody's masked up. We're hugging each other. Nobody's sick. We're perfectly healthy.
Remember, 12,000 tests a day now. Yeah.
Hey guys.
I've got a question for you.
I just think it's, you know, when people, they're trying to find a way to dampen down the cases, I guess.
Okay,
you know,
CTV News.
So
CTV News.
Sorry, I'm just
I've got a question for you when you're done.
Hold on, John.
Yes.
Of course, that's what they want us to think. But where's the Koch's postulates for COVID-19? It's never been done. Health Canada admits it. We could send you their submission on that. So we're just being scared. Like, they want to bring the cases down. Cases down for what? Something they haven't isolated in a lab. Something that hasn't been proven to be a deadly killer, contagious virus. It hasn't been proven. It's just we're told that. These are all claims.
Why do you think it hasn't been proven?
Oh, it's not me. It's thousands of doctors worldwide. 600 doctors in Germany, hundreds in Europe, Dr. Kavinder Kaur in Ontario, hundreds of doctors in the U.S. and across Australia. It's not me. There's doctors, scientists, virologists, epidemiologists that you guys will never give airtime on. All right? All we got to do is listen to 2 or 3 actor doctors, you know, that are put in front of the TV. In our own reality, how many people do we know? Everybody I talk to doesn't know anybody I died. And
I do. I know someone who died.
Okay.
Good for you. Good for you.
I was just about to say,
Good
once
for
in a
you.
while, you'll meet someone that knows someone that died. Now, did they die of COVID? Well, how'd they die of COVID from something that hasn't been isolated?
Right.
You're told they died of COVID. I'm not taking any away from any of the deaths that people are experiencing. It's few and far between that they're told is COVID. It's not confirmed COVID. You're just told. The test is fraudulent. Kerry Mullis, the creator of the PCR test, said this test should never be used to diagnose a virus. And yet that's what's being used. It's completely fraudulent, 50 to 90% false positives, all right? So my point was, once in a while you run into someone that says, I know someone that died. Okay, well, they didn't die of COVID, and usually they're like 70, 80, 90 years old with CDC admitted 2.6 other comorbidities. They dropped their numbers by 94% from 200-something thousand on the 3rd page of their website down to 10,000. 94% of their deaths had 2.6 other comorbidities.
So what's next for you now? You've had court just now this morning.
I got to go back in. I got moved into another court, actually.
Oh, did you? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So I'm going in front of a judge now in 5 minutes, so I got to get up there. And once that's done, I'll be back out.
Great, okay.
Thank you.
CTV.
Do you have the documents that you filed by chance? We just were trying to get a copy of them in the courthouse.
If you give me your card, I can email it to you. I don't have
Yeah.
extra.
Do you have them on you right now?
I have one copy.
Can we just get a shot of it?
Sure. They are going to ask for the documents that are going to take down this cabal.
Is that your charges? Did you just file something? You did. Oh, I'll shut up.
Here, somebody hold up.
Oh, here, someone record.
Yeah, it's for the public. Your notice of liability. These are the claims. We the people hold the right to access said public courthouse and seek justice. We the people hold the right to lay claim and move court without trespass. We the people hold the right to invoke common law, move claim and court. The rules of civil procedure do not apply to a man or woman or we the people. The rules of civil procedure do not apply to the Parhar Court. That's a court that I established. The file number is 233120. Oh, my address is there. I hope you guys can redact that. All honorable people working at Courthouse have duties and obligations to serve. Duties and obligations do not trump rights of people to access justice and move court. No man or woman said courthouse can administrate my property. Filing without right. I require man, woman acting as registrar, justice, or judge do not trespass on the case. There's a statement of claim here. I'm not going to read it out. You guys can get on that. We've listed John Horgan, Adrian Dix, David Jensen, David Ebby, and Adrian Switzer on this claim. There's a claim of trespass, and that's the file number, the civil procedure, proceedings that they're trying to attempt, plus the violation tickets they issued me. People administrate property without right. They're claiming that I'm their property. No obligation exists with people or agents under their court. No obligation exists. The Quarantine Act or any code, statute, bylaws apply to I. There is no verified claim filed that I caused a trespass, wrong, or harm to another man or woman. Fair and just compensation, punitive damages decided by a jury of my peers. If my claim is true, no man or woman is property of another man or woman. No man or woman is property of fiction, the corporations or public servants. No man or woman acting in any capacity can administrate property without right. Contract and obligation makes the law between people. Legal jurisdiction does not apply to a man or woman. People. Only lawful common law applies. And then we've got, the court filings, the violation tickets, but this one here is important. This is a notice of jurisdiction. I challenge jurisdiction of this court. No verified claim exists by a man or woman that I trespass, caused wrong, or harm. The Quarantine Act, written by people who work for a government. These are service corporations like McDonald's or Burger King or Home Depot. No obligation, a contract produced with my wet signature. The Quarantine Act, there's no consent. I did not give consent. Who created the Quarantine Act to claim that I am property and have obligations against or again consented? Without obligation or consent produced, words written are of no force or effect. I, born free, a man, Mac of the Parhar family, as record shows. And then I'll leave that out. This is a certificate of my live birth. I was born live. I'm not a dead fiction, and neither are any of us. Notice of appearance. I'm here to accept all and any verified claims before this court. Claims, not complaints or offense notices from people who work for a service corporation, which is the government of Canada, the province of British Columbia, Health Canada. These are all service corporations, which no obligation exists or my verbal consent. I do not appear person that can sing Parhar or any written or the type configuration of my name without contract or consent. You guys can get the rest of that. There's my big all caps name, birth certificate, and this last one is notice of liability. Trespass, that's the exhibit. These things, Quarantine Act, we already do that one. It's by a service corporation, not produced any man or woman. Asking for the service corporation. Read it. Which one?
The file number that's on the front
Public courthouse?
of the stamp, the front page of this, the stamp there. Just so I can track it.
That's the public courthouse. It's 2-3. That's the claim that I opened. It is 233120.
So 23310 120.
That is the court that I opened. Their court file is 3581, the provincial one, 81476-1. First one is
Oh, the
theirs.
first one is theirs. Oh, I see.
It'd be nice if you looked into COVID like you're looking into that.
Yeah.
You're being summoned to court again.
Popular fella.
Oh, yeah.